Hey everybody, it's been a minute, but now it's time to get back to it.
I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate.
Bear with me. Love me that Java. Drinking it in my Papa mug. This hasn't been on the video for a while. Remember this? It's my favorite cup to drink my coffee. But let me put this down. That's not what you came here for, is it? So, welcome back to the channel. So nice to see you again. And now, it's time to get back on track. The kid is back in school. Finally. Homework schedule is set. PTA meetings are set up. Birthdays have come and gone. And they were pretty good, honestly. So now, it's time to get back what I love doing. It's talking to you guys. It's been so long. My name is Ed, and welcome to Living Dadly. And if it's your first time here, well then welcome. Welcome to my house. Get comfortable, kick up your feet. We're gonna do some talking. And specifically, we're talking about this guy. The essential phone. Ed, really? The essential phone still? And yes, it may be old news, but there's a lot of people who own their essential phones. And from what I've been learning, there's a lot of people who love their essential phones. And if you're one of those people, well, then this video is for you. Now, I was watching some YouTube videos about the essential phone, and they were talking about Lowlight, and it got me thinking, I haven't really pushed this phone in Lowlight. So that's what this video is about. I went out and about with my family, just walking around and taking some shots and really pushing this. So check it out. Now some of these shots you're gonna see I took during the daytime, and it's just to show you how well the updates have been in making this camera pretty decent. Now, as I mentioned, the camera really thrives in light, and the more light you throw at it, well, the more you're gonna get some great shots. And here are some other shots of a vase filled with some rocks and balls in it, and you can just see some of the detail that gets picked up, and you can see how it's just crisp, clear. Honestly, these were a surprise to me as well. I didn't think the camera would pick up the detail like this and be this crisp, but it really is good. Here's a street shot, and you can see that the sidewalk all the way to the horizon line. You can see the backdrop and the buildings with decent clarity. Not too much grain. The shots are pretty decent. Here's a shot of Joe with the tree doing the portrait shot, and it really came out decent. This one surprised me. I also took some black and white shots just to see how it would do in contrast to the color shots. And I like the overall feel of these black and white shots. It gives it a nice noir look, and they came out actually better than I thought. Now here are some shots of a can that we found, just someone left behind. Now granted, there was some light from a nearby store. Here's where the light's coming from. Here's a shot of Joe peeping behind it. Here's a shot of the water. We happened upon this, and there was some art installation going on, so we thought we would go closer and get some shots, because as you can see by the water, it's a little darker. So I thought this would be a really good test, really push it. Here's a shot as we're about to walk down, and you can just see like this shot is just really great. There's the grass, here's the West Side Highway over on top. Now my son had this really creative idea to try to get some night shots, but get it with these lights, these chain lights that we purchased for backdrops and so forth. And as you can see here, we're sitting in a patch where it's really dark. There is no lights around at all. So he positioned himself right on the bench and he draped this around him. Pretty good idea on his part. And as you can see, it gives it a nice effect, but the camera does a really good job in picking him up. I really like these a lot. Here's some more shots through a fence, looking out, heading toward downtown. You can see some noise starting to creep in if you really peep those pixels closely, but not horribly. Here's some shots now. We're getting close. This is a path where it's a running bike path. This here only had one light illuminating, and you can see that it does a really good job in just lighting it up. You can see my shadow there. Another shot of the buildings in the background. Now, this art installation that was going on was these images and videos being projected onto objects, trees, the pier, and so forth. So you're going to see some creative shots. Here's a tree where it has these colors, blue and green, but there's actually a video being projected on it. And here's a shot of the art installation if you want to check it out. It's called Tear of the Cloud. It's a public art fund. So if you are in Manhattan and you want to take in something creative, check it out. It's Joseph jumping around. Now as we hit the pier, it stretches out into the water. This does have some decent light. Here's some shots of Joseph jumping, trying to get some good active motion shots. This is where it struggles a little bit. This is not the kind of camera you're going to do some action shots. And if you're trying to pick up some shots of the kids playing soccer, anything that's fast paced, this is where this is not the strongest suit of the Essential camera. And here are some interesting shots where they were projecting images onto the water. This was kind of creepy, but cool. Try to do some portrait shots at night. This is where the camera got a little wonky, where I think it was just trying to figure out what was going on, and it's almost like a dreamy effect where it's trying to do it, trying to crop him in the middle, but the phone is just struggling a bit. Here's the shots by a nearby cafe. And here are some more shots of the cafe that are just lit by these nice little like tiki lights from above. And it does a really good shot. Like this would be something like if you're hanging out with friends and you take some quick shots. This is what it would do. Here's a shot of just a empty table of 4. And this shot just really just looks so nice. So as you can see, it does pretty decent. It holds up. It holds up really well. This phone continually amazes me in what it can do. So I hope this video has served you today, and especially to those who happen to own an Essential phone and are happy with it and are trying to learn to get the most out of their phone. I hope this has served you as well. Till I see you guys in the next video, remember this: if you're not having fun, then you're not living. Okay guys, I will see you in the next video. Dad out. Bye.